Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome back to the show that never ends. We, of course, here once again for the penultimate time this week in Abu Dhabi under the lights. It is now time for Tier 4, no, of course, nonetheless. We have already seen action this evening for Tier 3. It was a, championship decider, and it has provisionally been decided. So we will wait to see how that fares with the stewards. But, of course, we've still got the championship open in Tier 4. We've got Melvin up there at the top at the moment. And, of course, we will now join the action for qualifying. Joining me, of course, it's the other half of the Teeth Side twosome. It is, of course, Morgan. Good evening.
Good evening, Mark. How are we going?
Pretty good, thank you. Pretty good. I'm actually looking forward to this now. We've seen such action throughout. And, see how we go for Tier 4. Championship could be decided again tonight.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week of racing, to be fair. Abu Dhabi's turning out to be pretty unforgiving, which is making me very nervous for the charity race, since this is the track we voted for, but...
Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we? Oh, that'll be fun. 2 weeks' time.
But yeah, I think we've had at least 5 drivers out at every race so far, so let's see how the Tier 4 drivers fare at this track.
Yeah, we had, 2 safety cars in Tier 2, 4 in Tier 1, 4, I think we had just there. Lost count during Tier 3. Gab and I have said we'll have 3, we reckon, for Tier 4.
Well,
will we see it? Well, we'll see.
Well, Purgemeister on his outlap's already spun into the grass, so...
And disqualified as well. Going the wrong way. He's somehow down the main straight.
Yeah, so he lost on the main straight and slid to the left on the grass.
Yeah.
And as he's tried to correct himself, it must have disqualified him. It's definitely not the way to start the session.
Not at all. Not at all. I know he was eager to get going as well. So, a few drivers out in the mediums. So it's going to be interesting. Our very own Mr. Banshee is... Oh, Johnny Smooth. What's happened to Johnny Smooth? How does he manage to park in a dangerous location? I wonder if he just let somebody go and misjudged it. So our own Johnny Barbo's out as well.
So what are we, like 10 seconds into qualifying with 2 drivers missing? It's going well already, this.
Yeah, well, we had, 5 drivers not even set a lap time in Tier 3. And 2 are not even going to go over the start-finish line to even start their lap. So here we go, on board with our championship leader and can potentially take home the championship tonight. Or he needs to outscore, Bakamizo needs to outscore him, Melvin by 5 points to keep the championship alive.
So it's a similar story to the Tier 3 championship then.
It is, and we saw how high that drama was as well, with Simba trying to come back through the field and just unfortunately not able to get those positions. And then Bergen, of course, congratulations for the Tier 3, provisional Tier 3 title. And just managing to keep up there as well.
Tell you who is on a lap though, it's the newly dubbed Banshee Bodge.
Of course, that's what we're calling him.
Because apparently everyone's getting an Odge now.
Yeah, I don't know how I managed to set the trend. I have. Connor doesn't like Stu. What have you done to him? What did you do?
I gave him some encouraging support as his race engineer during his race, that's what I did. And then I went and changed his name in the Discord chat.
Oh, not again. Melvin sets the opening lap time 37.0 on the mediums. I tell you what, that's definitely a good gauntlet.
Yeah, I can't remember what we managed to get them down to in the Tier 1. I think we hit the 135s, but it's definitely a good opening lap, especially on the mediums.
Yeah, very much so. On board with Axel, of course. We might have to come up with some new names. The Gecko's out as well, retired from the session. Where's that? Outside of turn 3 through 4 as well. Kellogg's is also gone. Wow, they're dropping like flies already in Tier 4. Let's quickly on board. Oh, there's one. That's the Red Bull of the Gecko. Kellogg, I think, lost it through turn 2. I'm flicking, folks. I'm going to try and ride on board. There it is. With Night Shadow. Oh, there he is. Yep, outside of turn 2. Kellogg's lost it. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
We haven't even got to race pace yet, and the track's already proven tricky.
Yeah, it's claiming its victims. It does seem cloudier than we've had. I know this is the dusk setting, so wow, it's it's difficult to warm the tyres up, but it's cloudy as well. So that's
to be fair,
really
as we've
hurt
seen,
them.
this is a very, very unforgiving track. These curbs are horrendous.
It is. Yeah, there's a few, we mentioned it earlier, that you can use a few of them, and there's a few that you just get a little bit more and you kiss that inside curb and the sausages come back to bite, which we know a few earlier in the season. Mr. Banshee does like a good sausage that bites, apparently.
I think where he's just coming through now, the chicane at the end of the long straight, it's a place where the sausages really stand out for being such a massive problem, because if you turn in slightly too early, just launches the car and you've got absolutely nothing you can do to help it.
No, exactly. No, you're right. E17 has done a lap. Have we got a glitch there? I'm not sure if we do. But let's go and try and find Sue who's on a lap. We'll have to go on board with Mr. Banshee. Oh, just as he does kiss one of the curbs quite heavily. Turn 14, but he got away with it. He's on a slow lap. Johnny Smooth's rejoined the session. He's been disqualified, but he'll be ready to go for the race. In only 11 minutes' time. Oh, look who's leaving the pits. Aston Martin, Chelsea, the Spurs fan. He is leaving the pits. Ready to go again. It's Hodge and Stodge apparently now from Connor.
See, poor James is trying to jump on the name changing trend, but
you're not giving him that one, are you?
He's just not as good as the rest of us.
Yeah, but he's got about three. He's got about three names. Oh no! Night Shadow's gone. Gav's lost it as well through turn 3, turn 4. Oh, the Banshee was going to try to do a second quick lap on the mediums, and he's lost it. Oh, that's a nightmare. We've already lost 3 drivers. Well, sorry, 5 drivers from the session, and we're not even halfway through.
Yeah, I mean, qualifying's proven how dangerous it is here when you get it wrong.
It is, isn't it? Just as Bob Bergen said there, dangerous track on limited fuel. It certainly is. It's proving its way tonight. Man's put up there 37.1. I don't know if that's on softs, if he's managed to set that, or if he's done it on the mediums.
I think it was on the softs.
Yeah. So, he gets it wrong. That's managed to keep it up the wall. So, yeah, that infamous one. It was a good save, yeah. It was. So, who is on a lap? There's a few people are kind of on slow down lap. C17 slow at the moment. So look, the AlphaTauri. I think Roundy's on a lap. We're gonna go. Let's join the McLaren man. He's ready to go. DRS wide open through turn 10. That isn't a turn, but I've called it one regardless.
I don't know, but here comes Melvin, our own Flying Dutchman.
Leaving the pits with the softs on.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll jump to that in a minute, folks. That could be one to watch. But at the moment, we're going to keep on board. Let's see how Roundy gets on. Coming through into Sector 3. Nice and neat. Very easy to either turn too early or outbrake yourself. Very nice, very patient through the hotel section. Second last corner. Into the last. Throws that McLaren in. Front end groaning and trying to keep us 37.1. Good lap. Good lap. Puts it into third.
Second row of the grid. It's not a bad place to be.
Yeah, good start as well. Good opening. Definitely got plenty of time to do more laps than that. Ferrari's in. Melbourne still on his out lap. We will join with him shortly. Not many drivers out on track at the moment.
Just not many drivers left to go on track.
That's a yeah. A few drivers who we know to be quick. Johnny Smooth, Purgemeister, Night Shadow, Kellogg and the Gecko. All falling foul. Few, a little bit unlucky. And I think turn 2, turn 3 has caught its victims this evening.
I tell you what, the Flying Dutchman's just about to start his lap.
Yes, we're riding on board with him. Oh, he's pitted. He's aborted it.
Wonder
Very
why.
interesting. Yeah, very
He
interesting.
did have a really, really slow outlap, to be fair. But it's definitely unusual, that.
It is. Let's have a look. Who's back on track? Roundy's back out on track. Rob Smith in the other Haggismobile. He's out on track as well. Man for Wasp. Wow. 36.4. 4-lap all on mediums as well. What a lap that is.
It's a brave strategy choice, though, that.
It is. That's quite a lot of laps on those mediums. Cementing that he's going to start on them, I would assume. That was going to put him maybe in a bit of jeopardy in the race. Let's have a look who else. So Roundy's pitted as well. We've got a few drivers off track, just finding their own way through. That's E17 and a Mercedes further down there. Who have we got? We've got Mr. Michelin, DJ Goodyear. He is out on our out lap. Again, not many drivers out. Chelsea's out, Rob Smith out, Luke Shard is out as well.
I'm riding on board with Chelsea. It looks like he's got, the safety car throttle glitch.
Oh, yeah.
By the looks of his car and the way it's driving, it looks like he's got the throttle glitch because it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And since he's only just come out the pits, he definitely can't be running out of fuel.
No, you can't. No, it's impossible to do that. That's a very strange one to get straight away. I think that's probably one of the most infuriating glitches on this game, I would have to say.
Yeah, that throttle glitch, it's thrown a lot of us, to be fair. I've had it, you've had it.
Yep, I had it the other night. Monday. Twice,
Nice.
actually. They're both safety cars.
Straight back into the pits for Chelsea.
Oh, I don't know if TJ got a different type of bit of oversteer moment. He was very tight coming out of turn 3. Didn't use the track that most other drivers use. He was into the hairpin, gets the power down, runs, doesn't use all the curb. Can easily invalidate out the back there as well.
See how E17 does on this lap.
2 laps on those soft compound tyres. They'll not be feeling too great.
Yeah, there's some definitely interesting strategy choices being made here. For the pure fact of this is such a high tyre degradation track. You don't really want to be putting too many laps on your tyres in qualifying.
Yeah, you kind of want to nurse them on the way out, just get enough heat in the last sector to have them set up for a lap, and then nurse them even if they get cold on the way back in, to be fair.
Because it's 100% a 2-stop race, this.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we've seen a few drivers try to use the hard compound tyres. We saw it last time out. I think we saw it in Tier 1. A few drivers tried the hards and didn't get away with them too well, so they bailed on it again. Yeah, you're right. Then I had to force it to a 2 or even a 3-stop.
Yeah, it's not fun when you try and stretch those tyres out.
Yeah,
Found out the hard way in Tier 1.
Yeah. So TJ 140.6 gets a lap on the board. 4 minutes even remaining. Few drivers, well, quite a lot. 7 drivers yet to put a lap on the board. Ryan will not be leaving the pits. He is 2 tiers above this one, so he will not only start without qualifying, so he will start near the back. He will also get an 8th place demotion at the end. So let's have a ride on board with Axel. First time out, one of the reserve drivers. We've had a few people with first time out as well. This week. I can't get my words out. What's going on? I
think you're still overexcited from watching Tier 4, Tier 3.
I think so. Yeah, it's the Banshee influence. I'm sure that's what it is. Well, back Miso. Yeah, qualifying ban for back Miso. You're right. So, second in the championship gives it set point, championship point, you would have to say, to Melvin. Currently up there in second. But then Mr. Banshee there in third in the championship. He's got a battle on his hands with Mindful as well, only 2 points further back in that championship battle for third and fourth. So Mindful up there, that's not going to help. But Axel, he's invalidated his lap. Is anyone going to go out again? 2 minutes left to go, 2 minutes 40. He's 17 on an out lap. We've got Axel move over, or right move as we call him. He's on a lap. Come back to that in a second. Let's have a look. See how right move's getting on. 2/10 up on this lap. He's well away from that curve that you were talking about, Morgan.
Yeah.
Goes down through 9, through 10.
Looks like with 2 minutes to go, a few more people coming out the pits now. Melvin's come back out on another set of softs. E17 on its out lap. Rob Smith on an out lap. I was very surprised Mindful Wasp wasn't coming out of the pits on those mediums.
Yeah, well, you had softs on, and then he seems to have gone back to the mediums, so I don't know if he's decided he's going to keep, going to stay there. But
well, if he doesn't get out now, he's never coming out.
Very true, yeah. It's going to be difficult. Right move seems to have a little bit of traffic, could be hampering him through the last sector. There he gets on. He was up on his time. Let's see. Last corner to go. And the Raging Bull of the Alpha Tauri, does he qualify as 8th? Good move. Good. Well, the market's definitely on the way up for a right move.
Right, there are questions again. I'm sat on board with Melvin, and he's in second gear going down the main straight. Barely moving. I'm not quite sure if he's got another problem.
Looks like a pit limiter's on. Lights on it. Looks like pit limiter. It was. Yeah, just making sure he just hits everybody through that you possibly can. He's didn't want to hamper anyone. This is looking for a bit of a tour. We never know.
That'd be painful, that driving down the main straight in second gear.
I couldn't imagine the board of me just waiting and waiting for the car to pass in him. It seemed like forever. But plenty of room behind him.
Yeah, he's definitely got a nice free track now.
Yeah, he does. So does Roundy. He's ahead of those two. But so close. Look at the gap. About less than 2/10 between second, third, and fourth. But man hasn't left the pits. He is staying in. Let's have a quick look. E17. He's bailed on his lap. E17. Best he's going to manage is 5th. Let's go look. Roundy's going to start us off. He's going to be the second to last, going over the line to start a lap. Down turn 2, flat out. How's he going to manage it? 3, and he's lost it into 3 on the way in. He's causing damage. Oh my days! On the way in, went wide in 2, out through into 3. Now Melvin's managed to survive that. He's a 10th up, just under a 10th up on this lap so far through sector 1. Takes a wide entrance, a wide line through the hairpin. Gets the power down straight. This is going to be so interesting to see how this all goes. Now, so first and second on mediums from Bergen. Okay. We'll see. Yeah, currently on the medium tyres, aren't they? So, Melvin, is he going to go on better? Is he going to go on the soft? Brakes heavily into 8. Kissed that curb absolutely perfectly. Avoids the 1 in 9. Power down, out through 10. DRS wide open. Trying to get a bit of inspiration from the Michael Schumacher helmet that he's running tonight. But how is our Flying Dutchman going to go late on the brakes? He's just gone even quicker through sector 2. Uses the curves beautifully through 11, 12, 13, out through 14. Patient on the throttle. Gets the power down. Doesn't run wide. Doesn't use the curve. Flat out, and he's bailed. He's bailed. He knows he's up. But second, starts on mediums. Wow.
Yeah, again, it just raises more questions. Obviously, he put a lot into that lap there to get, obviously, onto the top spot, but then backs out the last second.
Yeah. I really thought he wasn't gaining enough. I wonder.
Possibly. I reckon he easily would have been up to half a second he needed by the end of that lap.
Yeah, potentially, but then he would be committed to starting on the softs, where now he can start on the medium tyres. Mindful Wasp will take pole position under the lights of Abu Dhabi in the desert. Melvin will start, the championship leader, alongside him in second. Man will start in third, reserve driver this evening. Roundy alongside him in fourth. Rob Smith in the lead. Haggis Mobile, he starts 5th. E17 in 6th. Chelsea is in 7th. Right Move in 8th. Giban in 9th. Axel in 10th, rounding out. That's a good qualifying for him in his first ever qualifying session. Luke Shard in 11th. TJ Goodyear in 12th. The Gecko in 13th. And people who failed to set a lap. Kellogg's back me is on the qualifying ban. Collins Owl didn't set a lap time. Our very own Braveheart Banshee unfortunately had an incident in turn 3. He didn't set a lap time either. Red Kawambo didn't leave the pits. He is tier 2 driver reserving tonight. Last minute Purgemeister and Johnny Smooth disqualified early on into the session as well. So there we are, top 2 medium tyres. Wow.
Yeah, the top 2 starting on the mediums. That's obviously the preferred strategy to get them out of the way and then go straight to the softs, but it might be a bit difficult off the start, obviously, with especially everybody in the top 10 starting on softs apart from them.
Yeah, and we saw it early on that they do take a little bit of time to warm up. I think the best person to use those was Dak Convertible, and that safety car hit him at the worst possible time, really, and gave a free pass to those who were on the softs.
Yeah, I don't really think at this track the delta between the soft and the medium's actually that big of a gap. I think it's 0.6 of a second you gain on the softs.
It is, yeah, but it's aware on them, and that's the key. It's looking after them. I think Ryan pointed out on Monday that they take so long to cool down. If you have a moment, they're just hot for so long that it really just slows you.
You can't really stand to make a mistake here.
No, it's very unforgiving. We've seen it already. We've had a bet for 3 safety cars. Are we going to see 3? Are we going to see more or less? Action's not far away, folks.
I reckon we'd see less safety cars if we had the new track layout.
Well, the place we seem to have the safety cars isn't where the track's been changed.
Oh, I suppose.
It's always through turn 3, which hasn't been changed, and through the last sector, kind of, isn't it? So yeah, because it's 11 and 12 it's been changed, hasn't it? 13, 14 it's been changed on there, I think, as well. So I don't think we'll have much change. But let's have a look at the tyre compound strategies. Wow, bull call from Mr. Banshee. He's gone with the hard compound tyres off the start. That's not going to be fun through turn 2 and 3 for a few laps. But will it pay off trying to go long into the race, maybe?
Well, I don't really think we've seen many people in the other tiers have success with the hard tyres, apart from if it's using it for track position at the end of the race. But it's definitely going to try and cement the Mr. Banshee Bodge onto the one stop.
Yeah, it could use the mediums from there if it feels they don't last long enough. So, that's going to be a good one to watch. We've got Backmeso, Collins, Owl, Purgemeister, Johnny Smooth, Mr. Goodyear. They are on the mediums. Everyone else on the softs, other than the top 2, of course. I'm just really keen to see how they get away. And Manful, we know he's got 4 laps on those tyres. Melvin doesn't he manage to do it on the one flying lap, I think it was. So it's a bit of a gap at the back to Johnny Smooth. He needs to catch up to the train.
What's your prediction off the start then, Mark? Do you reckon that Melvin and Mindful will get caught, or?
I think, we've seen it quite clean through turn 1. Reasonably, the bit I've seen. So hopefully they'll manage that. I think it might be quite even off the start, and I think because of it's almost 90-degree turn 1, I think Man and Roundy will get a good start behind them, but potentially not have anywhere to go. So they'll have to be trying to seize their opportunity as quick as possible from behind. And then it's just really see what the race pace is like.
I definitely think the mediums take a few laps to get into the sort of race rhythm. You see them like over the past few races where they seem to go through the terrible grading phase as well, so see how obviously Mindful and Melvin can deal with it in this first instance.
Yeah, exactly. With heavy fuel on board as well, it's not going to feel too good. But we're all on the grid. The man waves his green flag. And here we go, folks. 2, 3, 4 lights are lit. 5 lights are lit. Let's go racing. Everyone gets a clean start, no jump start. But you're right, Melvin, straight away, great start from him, and the grip in those tyres already. It leads going into turn 1. Good start from Rob Smith. Pool 1 for Man. Melvin, Mindful Wasps come back through turn 2. Wow, and he takes the lead. We've got Rowney there in 3rd, Rob Smith in 4th, but the top 2. Wow, what a good little battle that was. Turn 1, turn 2, swapping twice.
And as always, the Super Subs had a fantastic start from 18th to 12th. As we've already got 2 cars off.
Oh no, Mindful Wasp coming out of the hairpin as well. Mindful Wasp's gone round, he's now dropped down to 12th. He's going to get swallowed by the Alpha Tauri, I think, as well. He's not. That's just allowed Melvin to get away clean at the start. Man's had a moment as well. The Ferrari, he's back down in 19th. Back Mizo, he's had a poor start as well. He's down 5. Mindful Wasp there now battling with Luke Shard. But up at the top, we've got Melvin on the mediums. He is trying to get away from Roundy and Rob Smith, who are hounding him on the quicker tyres in this opening stage. Collins, Owl and Gibbon having another little battle of their own. Axel is now in 10th, battling with Johnny Smooth. He's had a great start. And of course, our Mr. Rambo's done the same as well, already up to 8th and avoided all the carnage.
So we don't call him the Super Sub for nothing.
We certainly don't. We certainly don't. Now there's a bit coming together. I think that's Man and Kellogg's. They've had it coming together through turn 11, turn 12.
It's definitely the best of starts for them too. Dropping off the back of the field already.
Yeah, Man down 16 spots already from his starts position. Back Mizo as well. This could honestly cement the championship to the way of the Flying Dutchman. Gav is currently in 15th. He's up 2. He's had a decent start on those hards. He needs to take another lap or so for them to come in. And I think, well, this will be interesting to see the Haggismobile's pace as well around here and what they can do on the hard tyres. But this is great racing. Only half a second at a lead between Roundy and our Flying Dutchman. Rob Smith dropped off the back a little bit. E17's dropped off as well. There's a car gone round. That's Chelsea has gone round. I don't know if there's been contact, but that's into the chicane of turn 5 and 6. But all going again back to green. A few gaps forming as well further down. We've got Rob Smith just being detached a little bit from these. Roundy's going to have a quick look. Is he close enough? No DRS yet on this lap, folks. At the end of this one, it will be activated. Red car now up to 6. He is absolutely flying.
Yeah, I tell you what though, Randy looks a lot braver under the brakes than Melvin. Seems to where he's closing that gap a lot there.
Yeah, I think that could be. We've mentioned that before. We saw that a lot in Tier 3, that the tyre delta, the difference is absolutely major, and that makes a big difference to the braking as well, and just when you can get that throttle on. The fronts and the mediums do tend to complain quite a lot and like to have a bit of a slide. But Ryan's all over the back already of Collins Owl, who's all over the back of E17, who again has dropped even further back. Roundy with the fastest lap of the race at 140.9 we're already into. Now, has Gibbon had a moment? He's dropped place. He has outside the second last corner. Has he lost a wing? Can't see from this angle, but he's dived straight into the pits, so potential that Gibbon was having a good race as well, Gibbon. But now he's just dropping down the orders. The Alfa Romeo team with a new front wing. It's missing. Yeah. He's lost his second last corner. Oh, we saw that quite a bit as well early on in Tier 3. Axel Wells had a moment.
Both the Alfa Romeos crashed down into the second to last corner, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah. We didn't have very good moments in Tier 2, did we? So we'll not say... sorry, apologies, folks, we've missed it. There's been a change in the lead. Roundy's got to use the DRS and got back past Melvin. But now Melvin's going to have it coming out the straight. But look at the acceleration and the traction on that. McLaren with the soft tyres. But look, this Melvin's running. He's coming. He's already alongside and past before he enters the braking zone. That'll be relief for Melvin, I would imagine.
This is going to be eating their tyres, this little scrap. And obviously it'll be helping Rob Smith trying to catch them as well. Yeah,
it certainly will. Collins Owls up to 4th now. E17's having a little battle with Red Car, who's all over the back. In a Haas this time.
I think he's driven every car in the game, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think there's many left, to be honest.
His favourite is obviously the Ferrari, we all know that, so...
Yeah, he's got the Ferrari engine tonight, so we had to give him something. And Mindful Wasp having a good little battle as well with Johnny Smooth. We've got both Mercedes powered, Mindful Wasp, Johnny Smooth. Wow, that was a bit close. I think Johnny Smooth's having a bit of an issue. Has he got damage? He hasn't. He's having a bit of an issue. He's now back on his way. E17, he's conceded now that excuse me, he's conceded that place to E17. Red car up to 5th already. He's 4 laps in.
4 laps in, up 13 places.
Yeah. Collins Owl up 12.
A move.
Yes, Collins Owl up 12. Mr. Braveheart, he is in 12th and Hound in the back of Luke Shard. Those hard compound tyres might be now just coming to their own a little bit. Looks seem to be having a bit more confidence than some of the folks on... Apologies. There we are. And the guys in the softs, seems to be having quite a good bit of traction at the minute. Luke Shard on the soft tyres. Looks like he's going for it already. There he goes. The Red Bull's going to try and follow as well. Is he going to be close enough? That's back Mizo. He does. That was a good move. Double overtake. Luke Shard gone from 11th to 13th in, well, without even having to press the brakes.
Yeah, there was some really good moves to that corner in Tier 3 as well, so...
There is, and now back Mizo's used the DRS as well on Shadow. He's gone past on Banshee. Banshee obviously got that move done, wasn't able to get DRS. Back Mizo used that to full advantage. Quicker tyres as well at this stage. Wow. So, get into place, drop to place. Back Mizo up 2.
Tell you what,
to 12.
We missed the lead change again.
Oh, we have. We're not having a good time here. Oh my days. Oh, we're missing this. And there's a safety car. Safety car. Kellogg's is gone. He's gone through the very fast section. How do you manage that? But he has managed it. Let's have a look. We're right on board with Axel. Let's see why he's lost it. We saw this in Tier 3. There's a driver who lost it through the quick section. And oh, there it is. Wow. Yeah. I don't know how he's managed that. That's very unlucky. A full safety car.
So neither Roundy or Melvin have pitted, unless they were already driven past the pits by the time it had been called.
I think they were. I think they were long past that point. No one else. Well, no, Night Shadow's pitted. He's got rid of the hard tyres. He could actually easily go medium now to the end. Free pit stop because Mann's pitted behind him. Gibbon is behind them. Yeah, free pit stop there for Gav.
Rangers F1 obviously ready with some nice tyres for him.
Can always count on you, mate.
That's why you have me back every week.
Exactly. But we won't tell Connor.
James will get a new name soon. I'll think of something to change his name to keep him happy.
Yeah, he was unfortunate. He was looking really strong. And now Roundy's pitted. The leader has decided to bail on the soft tyres. Melvin, well, quite right. You'd have to say staying out. Only 4 laps on the mediums. In the pace that he's got.
8 or 9 laps on the mediums. Probably this as a safe bet.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think that might just take them just to the outer limits. So a couple laps behind here, you might get 8-9. Yes, I think you're right. Let's have a look. Who's pitting on to what? Mindful Wasp has helped him a little bit to recover. Well, he pit at the end of lap 1, so after that spin.
This is a bit of a flashback to Tier 1, but Omu Vova stayed on the 5-lap-old softs, and it didn't work for me, and unfortunately I don't think it's going to work for Right Move either.
No, I think Kesa Souza did the same thing in Tier 3. He stayed out early on. Didn't really work out, unfortunately, but again, trying to get some track position. There's a few drivers a bit further behind. You've got Johnny Bravo, you've got Michelin, DJ Goodyear. You've got Back Mizo as well, that haven't pitted, but they're all on the mediums, so... interesting one.
The entire field pitted for mediums there, apart from Geke, got some new softs.
Yep, Bergmeister as well. So there's quite... Well, Bergmeister's only just going over the start-finish line, so you'd have to say we've got another lap behind the safety car at least.
I thought you lost a lot there during all the pit stops. Was the mighty super sub back down to 10th?
Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Yeah. But I think that might be down to some people further back who didn't actually pit. Who pitted was ahead of him? Yeah, Roundy was ahead of him, Rob Smith was ahead of him, so... Yeah, DJ, Buckneyzo, Johnny Smith, they were behind but didn't decide to pit.
I'm surprised Ryan didn't put the hards on, to be fair. He does love a good last to first with some difficult tyres on the go.
He does. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. And he had some great pace as well on Monday night, so he knows what he can do.
Yeah, I'm going to be nice today. I'm not making any short jokes to him before he comes round the house and we have a bash.
Have a bash. Oh. I'm glad we know what we're talking about, because there'll be many, many people who have no idea.
The amount of times that's said in our Discord server is gets me every time.
It does me as well. But there we go, Right Move has pitted, so I don't know if he's heard us and decided to bail on that option that he was trying to achieve going long. Maybe he just missed it by a lap.
I could definitely see where he's coming from, because I remember obviously it's a very similar situation where I looked at my soft tyres and they were on just under 20%. I thought, you know what, safety car, I could stretch these out. Safety car was gone, and about a lap later I was struggling again. I was like, oh yep, this didn't go well.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's I think you tend to take life out of them by trying to warm them up.
Yeah.
So it's you're kind of caught in a catch-22 situation a little bit.
But I'll tell you what, Melvin's definitely going to be looking in a good position here. Obviously the top four are all on old medium, so I don't really think he's going to be under any pressure at the start.
Yeah, that was a bit strange. Johnny Smooth just managed to overtake Roundy, or Roundy overtook Johnny Smooth and let him past again. Bit of a strange one. You'd have to say, fresh mediums though, that move may be getting done sooner rather than later at the restart.
Yeah, Johnny Smooth's definitely the first person that's going to be under pressure.
And then swiftly forward, but how quickly can these guys get those mediums back to temperature? How far can they make them last? Guys put up a little comment, the hards were joyful. Let's stick with them. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Well, the safety car's coming in.
Yep, only two drivers in the field on the soft compound tyres. Everyone else on the mediums. We've now gone from quite a good mix in the field to, well, everyone's on the same kind of strategy. Some people decide to pit, some people haven't. Who's going to get the temps up? Melvin weaving, trying to get any bit of front end heat into those tyres, which is very, very, very difficult to do.
In this section, it's ridiculous how much temperature you lose going through this sector 3.
Yeah, plus a bit of throttle glitching as well. That doesn't help you matters.
Yeah. How late's he gonna go?
Yeah,
Can he trick Collins Owl?
Gonna go on board. Still weaving. Collins Owl right behind him. He's going to watch it, but there we go, Melvin through. That's got it. Oh, he got a bit of a slap. He got a bit of a slide, but that's allowed Collins Owl to go straight back past. Collins Owl thought he went a bit early, actually, and that's just allowed Mindful Wasp to come through. I think there's contact. Was there contact at the back of Melvin? They've both gone wide. Through turn 1. No damage, I don't think, to the Mercedes of Mindful Wasp. Just a playful nudge up the back to say, come on, Melvin. Come on, you flying Dutchman. Fly. Let's go. Collins Owl was the one that caught out. I think he went early and thought he'd passed before the start-finish line and backed out of it, and that just cost him massively.
Yeah, definitely didn't do many favours off the restart, but Melvin sitting pretty back in first, but Mindful's going to be looking...
He is, he's having a go. Collins Owl's having a look on the inside. Is he going to be caught on the sideways? Contact to the side, but... Well, actually, Collins Owl did well not to spin through there, but he's trying to do the switchback as well. Already got the move done. What a good move that was, the switchback. A little bit of sideways contact,
Melvin.
but is he actually going to have the traction? He's got the traction on Melvin as well. Is he going to have a look? A little bit of wheel bind. I don't think Melvin saw he was actually there trying to defend. Oh,
How did
wow.
he get such good traction out of that chicane?
He really did, and all this wheel banging is allowed. Johnny Smooth and Roundy. Oh, there's contact as well between Johnny Smooth and Roundy. I think Johnny Smooth mounted. I couldn't do anything about that. He was over the curb. Couldn't do anything. Back Mizo now taking advantage as well. Of course, qualifying ban now. He's up into 5th. We'll be chasing down. He needs points. He needs to outscore Melvin. Oh, there's a big crash. Big crash. That's Johnny Smooth. Johnny Smooth's gone round second to last corner. I don't know if he got on the power a little bit early. Big damage to that Williams wing. Man for Wasp has pitted. Maybe he thought he got damage, and now he's got a 5-second penalty to top it off. There's drama. We thought it was going to be nice and calm then.
That was a messy lap after the safety car there.
Yeah, you can say that again. It was a little bit, but it's green flags. There's oh, hang on, there's somebody gone as well through turn 2. Who's that? Who's that that's gone? It's Chelsea's gone. The Aston Martin of Chelsea lost it through turn 2 early on, and he's overheated the tyres as well. Oh,
there goes
no.
His front wing.
Lost the front wing. Oh dear, we'll skip away from that. But look at this, Melvin defending the lead from Collins Owl. Might as well no DRS yet, folks. Of course.
Collins Owl just gets such a great drive out of that chicane.
Because he doesn't have that hooked up already right alongside with Melvin. Is he going to have him into the brakes this time round? Melvin's not going to give it up. He's going to fight. Ooh, that was a bit close. Collins Owl had the line. He had the inside. And now takes the lead. He does have the traction, doesn't he? They can see the understeer on that Haas. Just struggling to keep up.
Fairly high wings on that McLaren.
Yeah, definitely. But he's not slouching a straight line either.
Found some magic in between in the setup.
Yeah, it makes all the difference on here to stop the front sliding, to get the rears to grip. It went a little bit wide to the second last corner. He may have got a warning for that, Collins Owl. No penalties just yet, apart from Mindful with a 5 seconds for spinning the pit lane. Johnny Smooth and Chelsea, unfortunately, occupying 17th, 18th and 19th as we go. 16th, 18th and 19th, I should say. As Man for Wasp on the charge back through the field. In all of that action, we've got back Mizo's into 3rd on the back of these guys, closely followed by Roundy, closely followed by the lead Haggis. In 5th, Ryan is in 6th, E17 following in 7th. Then behind that we have the second Haggis Mobile, the Rangers F1 man. He's in 8th, so good bit of moving through the field for him. Mr. Goodyear is in 9th, closely followed by Man on a charge back, but Rob Smith's having a go with Roundy. He's also having a look at back, but he's ought to back out of it last minute. I think he just didn't see. Well, it's the overspeed, but that's now allowing red car. There's 3 express coming out of 9 through 10. Roundy's lost out big time there.
Rob's going to lose out here to the Super Sub.
He is. He's going to lose out probably to both of them. No DRS for the Alpine man. Oh, he does. Rob, is he going to get tangled with Roundy? He's going to go a different way round. Wow, how did he go on the outside of there? But that takes some doing, and he's managed it though. Roundy on Rob Smith. E17's trying to keep up with company as well. This allowed Mr. Banshee to get on the back of them, and how he'll be licking his lips, rubbing it. Well, he's not rubbing his hands together. He hands off the wheel. 2 hands at all times, folks. But he'll be licking his lips, excited about this prospect of getting high points as well through there. TJ Goodyear, the 4th driver to get. Oh, hang on, Night Shadow's got one as well.
He's lost his wheel.
No, he's out. Second to last corner. Oh my days. I'm going to stop commentating and mentioning. I'm going to stop it. Melvin's in the pits. He's put the soft tyres on now.
There we go.
Safety car. So that's going to help Melvin. That was a late call, yeah, very late. But all the drivers are going to have to do a full lap. The leader, Collins Owl. Melvin probably pitted, would you say, the right time? Well, he wouldn't have known about the incident further back.
It hasn't really done him any favours for the fact that everybody's driven past him and he hasn't really gained the advantage of the delta to slow everybody down, so definitely could have gone better for him, but he hasn't really lost out that much, I think, because obviously there
He'll
are some
get
people
onto the back
like
of them, won't he?
Collins and Backmeaser that are going to have to pit now.
Yeah, you would have to say, but they would have got a bit further ahead due to being able to run at race pace for a bit longer. But it depends on when the Delta comes in as well. Yeah, Gav just got on the sausage curb on the outside. Mindful Wasp. You got to think Mindful. He's had a great qualifying, good opening lap, and it's just been so difficult for him. He had a 5-second penalty, and now he's got to drive through as well to compound his misery under the lights in the desert. What a difficult race. It is. We're going to see, is our leader going to pit? He is on the medium tyres, that's what I was going to look at. 10 laps on those with Backmeaser as well. This could be perfect. He's not, he's staying out. Okay. Interesting, is Backmeaser, and Backmeaser does pit though.
That's going to be a rough restart for Collins Owl now on 11 lap old mediums.
Yeah, you'd have to say that was perfect opportunity to pit, to get on some fresh rubber. Backmeaser's gone for the hard compound tyres. Ooh, that's interesting. Night Shadow's left the session, unfortunately, so we've got a new host of the session. Didn't actually tell us who it is. However,
it's somebody with a good internet connection.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, well, you have to say Collins up. We saw this during, a few races that would be late to the party and late to pit. Now, has Collins out missed his opportunity? You'd have to say he has at this stage.
Yeah, obviously everybody would be catching up to the back of the safety car, including all the back markers, so if he pits he'll be definitely with Johnny Spooth and Chelsea in 17th and 18th.
Yeah, you're right. But Chelsea, Johnny Spooth, they've got a long way to catch up. So he might not even be that far down. He could be around 14th, 15th, I would say.
It's possible, but obviously they'll be running at race pace. Well, obviously the rest of the grid will be crawling along behind the safety car, so they stand a chance at catching.
Yeah, true. It depends if the Delta's on or not, or if it does allow you to power around in a free track, to be fair. It does feel nice when you're allowed to do that, because it is good that you can get your tyres up and everyone else is running around it that's behind the safety car. It's a nice feeling.
It is until that damn Delta glitch pops up and then you just start swearing at the game again.
Ah, yeah, very true. Very, very true. So we've got Axel and Chelsea, the main ones to catch up. So we're going to have at least another lap behind this safety car. I think Gav kind of used up all the safety car chat last time out. Well, we've had that many safety cars, and there we go. Yep, Collins out. No, I thought he was pitting. Sorry, apologies. Got a little bit excited then. There he goes. He's gone, and he's suddenly not.
Tell you what, if you want some fun safety car chat, I was watching some GT racing at the weekend. I saw Valentino Rossi's now racing a GT3 car.
Now, I heard about that. I heard he was joining them. Is it a guest thing he's doing, or is he actually...
No, I think he's an official GT3 driver now. He's signed up with Audi.
Audi? No, that's a different... didn't think we'd go with someone like that. I thought you might go with... I was going to say Honda then, but I think he fell out with Honda quite badly, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I feel a bit sorry for his teammates, because the car they've given him is obviously the classic Dr. Yellow number 46.
That's it. Oh, that's brutal. That's like getting George Russell into the Mercedes, say, right, you've got a promotion, your car's going to look like Lewis's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's definitely a career change. When I heard he was retiring from, obviously MotoGP, I assumed he was just retiring from motorsport. I definitely didn't see him stepping into a GT3 car.
He's dabbled with four wheels, hasn't he? A few times there's that infamous driver swap with Lewis. And I think he's done a few F1 tests. I think he's been out in a Ferrari and another couple of cars as well. I think he did a bit of rallying, if I remember rightly, at one point.
So yeah, it's just another fun career change. It's just not one I ever expected to see him make.
It's nice when you got those avenues open to you, to be fair. Yeah. But I wish him all the best with that one. He's, if he's still got it, he's not the MotoGP GOAT for that reason. But safety car in this lap now, folks. Gonzalez takes over as the safety car. Those tyres are going to be hurting though.
Yeah, Ryan obviously sat behind him in the fastest Haas in the West. He's definitely going to be looking to take him probably into the first corner, depending on where Colin goes.
Certainly is. So, the safety car go, drivers weave and get as much heat as they possibly can into those medium tires. You'd have to keep an eye on Mizo further back, but now he's gone very early out the second last corner. Managed to get away with it. Out the glitch, he's already gained a second nearly on Ryan. Will Smith really caught napping further back. We'd have to say it's only a matter of time before Ryan gets his temperatures up, tyres up to temp. A lot newer tyres, of course. Conzal disappeared into the distance. We're going to have a look. And Geki Matthew have had over the two Alpha Tauris coming together through turn 2. Move over. Right moves taking on his teammate and then gets a penalty for his troubles. Mindful Wasp making his way back up the field. He's now back on behind Melvin. Oh, who's got a lot more pace than this. Oh, look at that. Championship rival, I have to say. Mizo. Look at that. Wow, look at that. That's Melvin. That's Mindful Wasp having a dart on the inside. That's an opportunistic move into the hairpin. What a move from the Mercedes on the Haas. Wow, that was a heck of a move.
Soft as well, yeah. Definitely didn't see that coming.
It is possible. We saw it in T3. I've actually done that move myself onto. Wow, look at that. He's look at Roundy. Doesn't make the move this time. I've actually done that. Yeah, sorry. I was saying I did that move on to our very own Ollie Poole a few seasons back. Last time it raced here.
You've been teaching people your secrets.
Don't mean to. Mindful Wasp, wow, he's definitely got some pace. He's having a good battle with Melvin's had to go through Roundy as well. Luke Shard has tumbled down the order a little bit. Now the Mindful and Melvin are back into the points. Mizo, he's doing quite well to be fair, but Mizo, he's got the hard tyres on. And he's still making moves.
Yeah, he's not really lost out to the soft tyre runners, which is very impressive to be fair.
He is at the minute, and he's closing on the back of Right Move as well. He's going to be in DRS when that gets enabled next lap. We've got Ryan all over the back now of Collins. The tyres are going to be up to temperature. How's he going to fare through turn 3? Keeps it nice and neat. It's very easy in that dirty air to lose the back end. We've seen many a victim this week, and I'm sure on Friday we will see a few more for MRCX, where you'll be joined by the T-side 2.5 with Hodge, Modge and Hodge in the pits. Wow, I can't believe I managed to do that.
Still that 3 times fast?
No.
Oh, is Ryan going to get a good drive out of the chicane?
He does. He's alongside Collins Owl already. No DRS yet. Oh, a little bit of wheel banging. I think that was just accidental, to be honest, with the way the track moves around. But Collins out on the inside is who's going to outbrake who? Can't see from that angle. That doesn't help there. Collins out does manage to, it doesn't get the traction that Ryan got though. Ryan nearly drove it in the back of him.
Yeah, I don't think Ryan can anticipate like the lack of grip that he's driving with there.
Oh, there's a Alfa Romeo around. That's E17's come out. Mindful Wasp has also had a moment. Where's he gone? There he is. The Mercedes man has had another moment with E17 as well now. They were close on track. Don't know if that was those two coming together. We're looking at the leads. Red Car's now got the lead into the second last corner. That's a heck of a move to manage to do that. But Mindful Wasp now.
We actually caught the lead change, yeah.
We caught one of them. A little bit. There's a Mercedes round. That's Mindful again. Mindful's gone and lost his front wing.
He is having an absolute nightmare of a race here.
Oh, I know. You got to feel for him then battling back up into the points, and it's just not working out for him at all this evening, as the Gecko has pitted for mediums. He can go to the end. Mindful, if he's got a fresh set of mediums, he can go to the end as well. But at the moment, well, you'd have to say there's a few pit stops still to happen, though, so anything can happen in this race.
I'll tell you what, though, I don't know what's happened to Collins Owl, because he's losing places left, right and centre here.
Yeah, 15 laps on those medium compound tyres. They are going to be screaming at him. There's going to be very little grip, you would have to say.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be time for a pit stop soon.
Yeah,
Worst thing is, obviously, he started on the mediums. Oh no, did he start on the... No, Collins Owl started on the softs.
He hasn't pitted. I don't think he's pitted.
Why is he trying to push for the one stop?
Oh, he's spun it. He's lost the rear. Oh, he's going to have to pit this lap. You'd have to say they're going to be cooked. No grip at all. I'm just going to cut away from him just to save face for the McLaren man. He's having a good race. Definitely having a good race.
But stick the hards on to try and get to the end for me, because the softs won't go that far.
No, they won't. Look at that move over. Had a bit of a moment. Roundy got past him, and Melvin as well, seizing the opportunity. Those soft tyres absolutely lightning fast, and he's also got, don't forget, another set of the softs he can use later on in the race.
I tell you what, Melvin's not really made full advantage of these softs, only down in 7th still.
Yeah, Collins House stayed out, I think. No, he hasn't, he has pitted. So I just saw McLaren in front and forgot his teammate Roundy's there. But you're right, I don't think we had the DRS as well, though, so it's not easy to overtake. Look at that, Johnny Smooth, and right move as well. Johnny Smooth making the move. I definitely couldn't say that fast either.
I've just seen down at the bottom, Collins Owl gone for the softs. 11 laps on the softs.
Be a push. I think maybe counting on another safety car or two. You'd have to say, as right move's had a moment. He has. Maybe that was out of turn 3 as a damage to that Alpha Tower. I think, yes, he's missing an end plate. Oh, he's having a good race as well. Move over. It's nice to see Johnny Smooth as well up there, actually. He's had a bit of bad luck this season, so it's good to see him. Now I'm going to move away from him before I jinx him.
Pits again.
He is, isn't he? He put on
another front wing.
Another front wing. Wow. You got a feel for the guy. You really do. Now he puts the mediums on. Melvin gets past Roundy into 5th. Now he's going to start to make use of the soft tyres. You have to say that everyone ahead of him is going to have to pit again. I think what's going to be interesting, Rob Smith is all over the back of Ryan.
Yeah, I'm just currently sat watching that, to be fair. Less than a second, obviously DRS has been helping Rob stick to the back of that Hast.
Yeah, obviously got a good setup as well. Just dipped to outside of a second there. Biggest gap we've got Man 2.5 seconds back. Gibbon another 6 seconds, but now it's got Melvin very quickly up on the back of him. Oh, Johnny Smooth. 3-second time penalty. Let's have a quick look at the penalties. We've got 9 seconds for Johnny Bravo, 3 for Backmizo, 6 for Goodyear, 3 for Chelsea, E17 was 6, right move with 3, and who's had a moment that was maybe Purge Meister's action going up and down the field.
Did Rob manage to get close enough to get the DRS? Yes, he has.
He has. Both of them used their ERS light flashing away. Let's have a quick look at the telemetry. 13% for Rob Smith, 11% of course for Ryan, who loves that button.
I was going to say, that's quite a lot for Ryan.
Melvin's now got past Gibbon. He's going to be hunting down the man in 3rd.
Worst thing is, Melvin's tyres are going to start screaming soon, so within the next few laps he's going to have to pit with how hard he's been pushing.
Yeah, I think everybody other than, you'd have to say, Backmizo will have to pit again. The guys with 5 lap old mediums got another 10 to go. It'd be a push. It can be done. We've seen it. Came on 14, and we had Collins Owl with 15 lap mediums, so it can be done. Look after them.
Collins
Safety car to help.
I think you definitely might get move up a few places as the grid starts changing under the pit stops, but will those soft tyres reach the end though is the big question for him.
Yeah, very true. We're going to focus. The gaps are building near the top, so we're going to look at the battle for the last championship point. We've got Collins Owls going to be closing on the back of these, but we've got TJ Goodyear behind the back of Chelsea, behind Luke Shard. 3 different cars, 3 manufacturers, as TJ takes a completely different line through the second last corner. Decides to go off-roading instead.
Yeah, we're currently sat with Johnny Smooth and Gibbon. 6 lap mediums versus 15 lap old mediums. It's going to be an easy move for Johnny Smooth as he closes the gap.
Yeah, but I think he's just lost a little bit. He's lost a little bit into back Mizo as well, who's well, there's a good glitch for you. I don't know how he was ghosted. Has Johnny Smooth lost connection?
I think
he's slowed. Oh, he's slowed. Must be he has. He's left the session. No, he was doing so well. Oh, he gets back in. Really hope he gets back and get up to the racing speed as well. That would explain how Bakmizo caught him so quickly and managed to go well. Yeah, and drove through him. That's a bit of a giveaway.
It's always heartbreaking you're doing well and your connection goes.
It is. Oh, Chelsea's having a battle. Collins Alves getting on the mix of this. Chelsea tried to bounce over the curve. TJ gets away with it, but he's going to have the Aston Martin with DRS, with ERS as well. And look at that. Collins Alves on the back of it as well. Goes to the inside. A bit of a sitting duck, the Williams man. Nothing he could do. Loses 2 in the second DRS zone again. Collins Alves jumped the curve as that's TJ's gone round. 7 laps on the softs. They'll be screaming a little bit now to spin it. Oh, that's going to hurt. I think he may have left his overtake button on. That may have caused that.
That's actually he's gone again. Times, to be fair, when you don't realise you've left it on, you try and take a corner with it on, you just spin.
Yes, it's not fun at all, is it? Really not. Ed Gibbons pitted. He's on 16 laps on those mediums, so they've hit the end of their life.
Definitely time for a set of softs.
Certainly is. Perfect time. 8 laps left to go.
How far will Ryan and Rob Smith go and man on these old sets of mediums at the front?
Yeah, Melvin's closed that gap that was about 6 seconds. I think the gap was. It's now less than it's closing all the time. Less than 1.5 seconds.
Oh, it's TJ Goodyear is having an absolute nightmare trying to get back to the pits.
He makes it soon. Mindful Wasp still, unfortunately, having a race to forget, you'd have to say.
It's definitely been one of those races.
And we've only had 1 safety car.
Had 2 safety cars?
Apologies, 2 safety cars. TJ's gone. TJ's got apologies. I must have missed one. Yeah, sorry, 1 at the start, of course. Yeah. Well, we're close. We're at level with tier 2 so far. I'm not wanting another safety car. I'm not wishing for another safety car, but we're close to the predictions, is all I'm going to say on that one.
But the yellows everywhere on track, apparently, but no safety car.
Yeah, there is at the moment. Not sure who they are for. But we're on board with Melvin, who has just latched onto the back of the Ferrari ahead of him. And currently, as it stands, if the race finished now, we would have 2 champions in one night. That's the not sure who that was. I'm getting out of the way. It was a Williams. E17's pitted now.
Johnny Smith car obviously still ghosting, go around the track.
It could be that, yeah. He's just dropping back and dropping back. Hopefully he can sort his internet, because he's on for some really good points, and that you'd have to say some of his performances deserve points as well.
It's about Ryan's managed to open the gap back up at the front, back up to, well, touching 3 seconds.
Yeah, he has. He's maybe looking after them a little bit more. Look at those tyres. But you'd have to look at board now. Melvin's going to do. He waited for the second DRS. He's already passed the Ferrari of man. Back up into the podium positions. He's done 9 laps on those soft tyres though.
He's definitely going to need a pit stop.
Yeah, he won't do another 9 on them. But it's going to be interesting to see how far he does manage to go. Is he going to pit early? Well, there's a decent gap further back with Collins Owl and where Johnny Smooth is. So you could slot in there quite nicely, and then you've got Gibbon as well. So but he seems to be driving okay at the moment. It doesn't seem to be losing too much grip. He seems to be handling it quite well.
With like a fresh
there we go. Flies into the pit lane. Last minute. man follows.
I expected Collins Owl to be like catching up to the pack a lot quicker than he is. Still 10.8 seconds behind.
Yeah, but let's have a look, see how is he going to fare. Well, I think he's going to get out. Well, he is. He's going to take Melvin in the pits.
Such a difficult pit lane to get out of.
Oh, it's so long. It's just never ending. You'd have to say Melvin on those fresher rubber. Well, Collins out with another 3-second penalty is not going to help his cause this time round. You'd have to say the one, well, with the gaps, 12 seconds between Bakmizo and Melvin.
Will those softs give him enough of an advantage to catch Bakmizo? You'd like to think so.
Yeah, but if Bakmizo can win this, let's have a look at the fastest lap so far. It's actually mine for Wasp by quite a way. A 38.9, no one else has broken underneath the 140s yet. So,
I reckon we'll see it in a second.
If the drivers ahead, the top three, have to pit again, you could say Roundy may try to take his tyres to the end. Excuse me.
I reckon Roundy's about the only person in the top three that could take his tyres to the end.
Yeah, you'd have to say Rob Smith, there you go, has pitted. E17 has got a 5-second penalty. They were doing so well earlier for the penalties, and they just seem to be all coming at once. If you don't have one, well, you get 10. But unfortunately for these guys, so Rob Smith, yep, sets the set of soft tyres on. So Collins out struggling with Melvin already right behind him, but they've dropped off a little bit. Are they going to get back past Rob? They are. Or are they? They're not. Rob gets a power down nice and early. So, Melvin's still got it all to do. If it stands as it is, let's have a look. That means 15 points. 6. Melvin gets 8. So the championship still goes on.
That's what we like. Nice, exciting championship battle.
Yep. I don't have a Banshee computer. I'm going to have to make do with what I've got, which isn't much.
Yeah, I don't know. If you say his name enough times, he'll appear in the YouTube chat and help us out.
That's good. That's a good idea. Oh, so Johnny Smooth got kicked from the second and can't get back in. If someone could get him an invite back in, he's just outside the points. Hopefully somebody will see that and get him in. Could you do that, Morgan? Have Johnny Smooth?
Can't invite players because this game group has closed. No.
Ah. Oh dear. Oh dear.
I don't know who I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that's because I think Gav set the lobby up and left. So we don't know who the host is. Oh dear. So we really apologise about that. Oh, that's so unlucky for Johnny Smooth. But this is the battle. Melvin 1 second behind Rob Smith, both on fresh tyres. This is championship deciding. This could swing it either way. Ryan's still going. Oh, there you go, Melvin. Now Melvin gets the fastest lap. That could change it again with that extra point. That throws another hat into the mix.
Melvin's absolutely flying now on those tyres.
Yeah. He knows Bakmizo's ahead of him. He knows he needs to close it. He can allow Bakmizo to finish ahead, but not 2 places. He doesn't want to lose too many points to him. I wonder if Ryan's going to try and take these tyres to the end.
You know what? He usually pulls crazy stuff like this when he's doing his reserving in the other tiers, but it's not something I expected him to do here.
It's not the way the tyres can drop off. Wow, look at that. Man's having a run at Collins out. Makes that move. Stick. He's got a lot fresher tyres. None of them have got any ERS to use, but the DRS really enabled, really helping the Ferrari man get past the McLaren. But the McLaren, is he going to come back at him? ERS already flashing away, so this is a straight on battle. Straight drag with DRS, and he does get back past. Melvin's got past Rob now under the DRS. Rob's had a moment. Rob spun in turn 11.
Oh, it's definitely not where we needed the last closing few laps.
Oh, so unlucky for the Rangers F1 man. Well, that's seat 2 in Rangers F1. That's allowed Melvin clear sight on the back. Has he got enough laps? 3 left to go. Backmeso does have that penalty though. Let's have a quick flick at it. There's 3 seconds, so 2.5 needed for Melvin. He is going to be pushing, using every little shred of rubber that's on those tyres that's left to close that gap. He's already taken a huge amount of time out in the first sector alone. Wow.
He must be able to carry so much more speed through 2 and 3 than the hards.
Yeah, that's scary. I'm not gonna lie. That is why we call him the Flying Dutchman. And could he be on his way to the Tier 4 Championship? Stay tuned. We are not finished just yet. It is not over until the checkered flag falls and the fireworks light up the sky in Yas Marina over the harbour. Takes a different line there. I thought that might give you a warning if you go off the track there, but maybe not. I mean, that would seriously change things. But look at this man and Collins all battling again through the DRS. We saw this is going to be the same as we saw the lap before, but man gets a good drive out of the of turn 9 though. Is he going to be fine up ahead, or is Collins all going to have a go into brakes? He is. He's gone up the inside. Does he get it stopped? Ooh. He does. Does he leave room? He did, but man decided wisely to back out of that one.
It's good awareness there from man.
Wow, great racing between the two of them.
You know what, I think the crazy hobbit at the front, he's definitely trying to take them for, what will it be, 21 laps by the time he gets to the end?
I thought we were doing no short chucks.
I couldn't resist it.
I mean, you got through qualifying and 26 laps. I mean, you must have had a nervous tick.
I'd be all over the place, me.
Look at this, the gap less than 3 seconds. This would put Melvin on the podium, which would be well, he's look how much ERS is. Backmeso looking after his, not especially either. And he's within that 3 second gap, that all important gap. I think hats off to Backmeso as it stands. Of course, it's not over yet, folks. 2 more racing laps to go. Bergen's on the Dutchman's fan club. Luke Short is now caught and passed Johnny Smooth. Unfortunately, who doesn't have. And we've always done the same thing. Will Smith now has had that moment. His knees now battling back through with Collins Owl and man. Obviously, we had that moment and he's just passed them both as well.
It just shows that when you're fighting somebody, it doesn't really help you in the long run.
Excuse me, just having a coughing fit. All good. Excitement. It's I can't even talk. Wow, there's my voice from the excitement.
Well, yeah, you have some time off after this race. So it looks like, yeah, Red Car's definitely cemented himself as going for the 1 stop. 20 laps now on those mediums.
Yeah, they are not going to be fun. Wow, Collins all on the inside and man into the last corner as well, trying to make the move there.
These two are having a fantastic battle for 6th place.
They are, they really are. I'm just trying to have a quick look at the championship and see where both of them actually are. Collins all and man, they actually haven't had any points between them actually this season, so this could be massive for them. It's moved them quite a way up in the standings.
It's always good when you get those first few points.
Oh yeah, that'll feel great. But look at this, Melvin now all over the back of Backmeso.
And Collins Owl past man again.
Yeah, I think that's going to go on towards the end there. That's actually allowed Rob Smith to disappear into the distance as well. Melvin not close enough, no ERS left for him, but Backmeso's used all of his. Man and Collins all passed yet again. Must be another DRS zone. That's a great battle between them, and a lot of respect shown between them as well. A lot of space given, so I can't complain with that. That's absolutely fantastic driving from both of those drivers. But this is it, folks. This is it. We've got one more lap to go. As Ryan starts his final lap. Those medium tyres are going to be hurting so much. Roundy, full credit as well. He has taken those tyres 15 laps. Brad Mizo trying the mediums to the hard tyres.
Tell you what, I'd love to see Ryan's tyre percentages right now.
I bet Ryan wouldn't. I bet he's not looking. I have a feeling he is not looking. Just going to nurse them home. He will get the penalty, of course, to drop him down to about 8th spot, which would mean that as it stands, Roundy would take the win. Batmirza would be second. Melvin potentially would be third, but it's not over yet. We've got 2 DRS zones. We've got another sector of this last lap to go. Melvin pushing on, backs off. He can see there Batmirza's lights flashing for the ERS. Oh, it's difficult on the brakes for Batmirza. Ireland managed to take a tighter line. Does he get the throttle down? A little bit of a slide. Didn't get the traction he really wants. Get the DRS wide open. Batmirza's lights already flashing. Is he going to have enough space towards the end of this one? Batmirza goes defensive. Does he get? He's not close enough either. Quick kind of straight line, that Red Bull. Oh, look at that. No room through 11, 12 and 13, or 14 as well. Melvin doesn't necessarily have to get this done. So what's the points difference?
When you get it done on track, though.
15 to 12. That would mean the potential of, especially as Mindful was taking the fastest lap away, it would have been game over, potentially.
Melvin's
got a 3-second penalty. Oh, he would have done it. He didn't have to do it. He just had to stay behind, and the championship would be over. But it's not over yet. Red car takes the win on track. Roundy on second. Sorry to miss this, folks. Battling with that little battle back. Mizo, what a great, after a qualifying ban, great race from him to take the podium spot.
Man keeps 6th
Melvin
place.
takes 4th. Yeah, Rob Smith 5th. Man takes 6th. Great battle with them two, and Colin Zowell. Fantastic little battling. Chelsea in 8th, Gibbon in 9th, and Luke Shard rounds out the points. Or will do for Alpha Tauri. Right move, difficult race for him. He was racing really well early on. He'll be in 11th. Purge Mister, he had a difficult one as well. E17 has just got past. Oh, fortunate, so unlucky for Johnny Smooth. He left this, got kicked from the session, couldn't get back in either. That's so unlucky. The Gecko, he will come back in 15th. This is all provisional, of course, folks. Once penalties have been taken into consideration. Man for Wasp got fastest lap, but finished a lap down in the end.
He had an absolute horrendous race, to be fair. When things started to go wrong, they just kept compounding and making his race worse and worse. But you've got to give him credit for just keep on driving. We've seen lots of people that just go to the pits and retire. So you've got to give him top credit for obviously just racing his race and trying to keep going.
Yep, exactly. Ryan's just put up a comment. It was 82% wear. Wow.
Joe, we don't know how he did it, but
yeah, full credit. Yeah, hats off to that one. But there we are, folks. So the winner after penalties have been applied will be Roundy, but on track it is Red Car Rambo. Back Mizo finishes 3rd. That will be promoted to 2nd. Melvin will be then promoted to 3rd. And I do believe the title fight goes over to China. Next time out, 2 rounds left to go. Rob Smith was across the line in 5th. Man in 6th. Collins House 7th. Chelsea in 8th. Gibbon in 9th. And Luke Shard rounds out the points in 10th. Well, I tell you what, that was great excitement. And I tell you what a great battle that was between Man and Chelsea. Collins House.
Yeah, some great clean racing is what we love to see, and leaving each other space, good awareness, no complaints, just good clean racing.
It certainly was. It really, really was. And, well, only 2 safety cars, not the 3, as predicted early on, so that's another bonus as well. So well done to the Tier 4 drivers for a fantastic race. Thank you to all of them taking part tonight, and the reserve drivers. Thank you, Morgan, for joining me.
Thanks for having me as always.
Absolute pleasure. We will see you on Friday for MRCX. We'll be here again under the lights.
Another Abu Dhabi race. See how many people can make it through qualifying then.
Yes, yeah, hopefully we'll not have the qualifying dramas we've seen tonight. We'll be joined by, of course, yourself, Connor, and myself as Ted Kravitz, reporting from live during the race. But thank you as well for watching, everybody. For sticking with us all night. So we've seen that one championship decided in Tier 3. This one does go down to the next race in China. Of course, all things being present and correct. Of course, results being provisional at the moment. But thank you for joining us. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you Friday. And then next week, of course, we go to China. Good night.